work set coming your way that involves a little bit of lifting and some pressing. So in terms of our work set today, it's going to be a good time. We're going to get right to that in a moment. But first things first, let's talk about our warm-up. Our warm-up is going to consist of a plank lean to down dog for 3 to 5 reps, into an arch hold, so static hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Humeral glide to knee push-up for 3 to 5, and we're going to come back to the arch up for 20 to 30 seconds for max reps. So just kind of taking our time, working with our breath, taking that time and working for the whole 20 to 30 seconds. After that, we're going to flip over and work bridge hold. You can do that loaded or unloaded for 30 seconds, just making sure that we're engaging through those glutes and engaging everything we need for that position. 2 to 3 rounds of that, and then we're going to move ourselves into our next phase, which is a dumbbell sumo deadlift for 3 to 5, quad plank for 3 at 10 seconds apiece, floor pike hold into 15 to 30 seconds hold, and then we're going to finish off some dumbbell squat cleans for 3 to 5 with 3 to 5 round kind of goal with that set. So working through that, getting yourself kind of fired up through the shoulders. If you'd like to add in a few tempo push-ups in there, you could as well, but don't overkill those because you'll have plenty of time to rock the push-up in the workout. Our workout today consists of a 10 down to 1. So I'm going to have some different rep schemes for you guys to play with. But basically what it does, first round, you'll do 10 deadlifts, 10 push-ups, 10 cleans, and then you'll move into 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7, 7, all the way down to 1, 1, 1, done. All right? So kind of a cool little work set, lots of fun there, lots of opportunity to play, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. So we'll talk about some different options, have some of those down at the bottom of the workout description, but for now, let's get you squared away, warmed up, and ready for action. All right, let's warm you guys up. Let's get those feet kind of moving around a little bit, bodies moving around, get our feet under our hips. We'll take the arms big and tall. I'm just going to stretch it over to one side. We're going to reach it back over to the other side. Come back up, we're going to give ourselves a nice big shrug. We come back through, clasp the fingers, press way up, and then reach to one side. Come back over, reach to the other side. Come back through, press those arms straight ahead, round out that upper back, give yourself a nice rounded back. Take it up. Good, release and forward fold. We're going to touch those toes. We're going to walk up the shins. We'll come down, framing a foot, then we'll step it back. Plant that inside hand on that front foot. We're going to turn towards the outside hand. We'll come back to the center, lower, press the hip, then press the hip again. And one more time, press the hip. We'll come back to center, straighten, lock the legs, turn the torso. Come back to center, plant the hand, and then step back and switch those feet out. So we're going to take that inside hand, lock it on those feet, turn, back to center, lower the knee, press the hip, to center, press the hip, back to center, and press the hip. Center. We're going to straighten out that back leg, set the legs, turn towards the hand, come back, plant the hand, step back into our down dog, reaching those hips, we'll walk those feet out nice and smooth. No rush here, just taking time, waking things up a little bit. And then from there, we'll come back into our plank, tiptoe those feet all the way up. Roll ourselves up, big stretch. Reach to one side, we'll reach to the other side. We'll come back to center, bring those hands down. And then we're gonna get ourselves ready to go. So if you'd like to do some more gentle warm up, please take the time to do so. Pause the video, take care of yourself, do that work. Come back to me. We're gonna go through that top piece right now. So what we're gonna start off with is a plank lean to down dog. So I'm gonna do a rep facing forward, and then a rep sideways. So I'm going to get myself into my plank, gripping the floor, pulling my ribs and hips together so I have that good strong plank. Maintaining that and initiating through the shoulder. I'm going to lean, and then I'm going to lean, keeping those arms straight, come back to center, and then pull back into that down dog. So feeling those lats, feeling that body open up, and then come back into my plank position. All right? So again, initiating the leans through the upper body, pressing the entire time through, setting that plank, and then engaging as we pull back into the down dog. I'll do one more rep from the side. So we get set up again in that plank, pull my ribs and hips together, press through the shoulders, I lean, and I lean, come back to center, make sure I'm set, pull back into the down dog, nice upper back, open spine, and then I come back through that plank, and then I would do my next rep, all right? So I got 3 to 5 reps of that, taking my time to make sure my shoulders and my core are engaged the entire time. From there, I have my arch hold. So I'm gonna lay on my stomach. I get myself set. My eyes are down, toes are together. I'm gonna inhale, lift and hold. And I'm gonna hold this position while I reach my fingers forward. I'm gonna reach my toes back, trying to straighten my legs, and hold that position for 20 to 30 seconds. All right, so you can also do this with a single arm and leg, still focusing on the reach, and a single arm and leg on the other side. And you can play around with that just half the time on one side, half the time on the other side, okay? From there, we'll stay on the floor. We're gonna pull our hands in so that they're stacked underneath the elbow. I'm gonna pull my shoulders forward, so my traps are gonna kick on. This is where I don't want them in a push-up. Then I'm gonna pull them back, and I feel my lats kick on. Then I'm gonna pull my ribs and hips, press to my knees, and from here, I can choose to lower down normal tempo, or 3, 2, 1, with a little bit of control, making sure I maintain that nice tight core, and I lead with my chest. So one more time, shoulders forward where we don't want them, shoulders back where we want them, tuck and squeeze, press, and then a good, strong lower. I'll bring the hands out to the front, armpits are down, eyes down to the floor. Now the arch hold next, or sort of arch up next, is dynamic. So I'm going to inhale, reach, exhale down. Inhale, reach, exhale down. I can also inhale, reach one side, and then the other side. And really, all I'm looking for here is a nice set of movement with your breathing. So I don't care how many reps you get. I want you to work well, inhale up, exhale down, work through that good movement set, and really focus on extending long. Right? Our last exercise on the list is a bridge hold. So I'm gonna get myself set up, feet are flat, hands gonna be just outside, my finger or my heel reach. I'm gonna press down with my hands, I'm gonna squeeze and lift, keeping my ribs in, my glutes tight, and my shoulders and my feet are gonna take the brunt of my load of my body weight. I can also load my hips with the dumbbell, or I can also load above, like we talked about yesterday. So pressing a dumbbell or something overhead. But again, that doesn't change what shoulders and the feet are doing to maintain the load. All right, I shouldn't feel it in my neck or my head. All right, so you got a 30-second hold there, a little longer. But we're gonna work on squeezing the glutes, making sure everything's firing properly and firing up to get ready for those deads and those cleans. So as a quick review, we have a plank lean to down dog, 3 to 5 reps, arch hold, 20 to 30 seconds, static, humeral glide to knee push-up for 3 to 5, arch up, 20 to 30 seconds, dynamic, and then our bridge hold for 30 seconds, loaded or unloaded. 2 to 3 rounds there. Pause the video, take it down, have some fun, get things fired up. We're gonna start playing around with some dumbbells and get you closer to the work set. So from here, what we start working through is a sumo deadlift, because something that we can play with today with this is using a dumbbell and playing around with the sumo deadlift as our deadlift position for our work set. So I'm gonna stand over top of the dumbbell, nice and solid. I'm gonna pull my hips back and down, staying as square as I can, taking hold of the dumbbell and standing tall. I can also turn it to the side, taking it back and down to the floor, or as deep as I feel comfortable taking that dumbbell, depending on where I can get to with that good back position. So from the side, my back position is going to be in that nice long position, nice angle, not rounded, all right, so nice and flat, and I maintain that the entire time I do that deadlift, regardless of how deep or high I finish my movement, all right? So 3 to 5 per side if you're using a single. If you're using 2 dumbbells, All right, you can use double dumbbell, and that's fine. All right, have some fun with that. You can even do a sumo with the double dumbbell, or you can do the conventional to the side. After that deadlift, all right, we're gonna move into our quad plank and floor pike hold. So our quad plank starts in that tabletop position. My toes are curled under, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. I'm gonna start my body position here on the floor, so I pull my ribs and hips, establish that good table, then I'm gonna pull everything in, lifting the knees about an inch, continuing to pull everything in and press into the floor with those arms, and hold that position for 10 seconds. I'm gonna relax that position once the 10 seconds is up, release, reset, and then regain the tension. It's nice to do that so you can learn and teach the body how to regain that tension in between your reps. All right. After that, we're going to go into a floor pike hold for 15 to 30 seconds. So from there, I go from that table and just bring my knees together. I establish the same start position. I squeeze my ribs and hips, press through the floor, and then I load my shoulders by lifting my hips up. But I keep all the weight over my hands. My eyes are looking to my toes. I'm pressing through my shoulders. And if I'd like, I can tiptoe those feet a little closer to load that shoulder even more. So you can do one hold. Come out of it though, if you feel your body disengage at all, make sure you're banking good, solid time under tension. So if you feel your core turn off, your shoulders turn off, even if it's not the 30 seconds and you wanted it, come out of it and accumulate that time, all right? Don't just sort of hang out there in a loose position just to get the 30 seconds. From there, we pick that dumbbell back up. We're gonna work a squat clean, all right? So, woo, squat clean. So the dumbbell is gonna be taken from the floor again, all right? And then we're gonna execute a full squat. So I'm gonna take it down, get set, get the dumbbell up to mid-thigh, pull into a full squat, and stand. In the workout, all right, we're gonna talk about different ways to do this with different dumbbells and stuff, but what we can do in the warm-up is just take it down, same hand, work that full squat clean, and then you can do 3 to 5 on one side, and then 3 to 5 on the other side. Making sure, again, we're getting the dumbbell up to mid-thigh before we accelerate, and that arm is straight, so we keep the dumbbell close, and keep the leg and hip doing the work for us. So really be patient with that long arm, and before we accelerate, so we get those hips and legs to work to their fullest. 3 to 5 per side, working on that full squat clean, remember, that's what's gonna make it extra special today in this work set. So as a quick review, dumbbell sumo deadlift, 3 to 5, quad plank, 3 at 10 seconds, floor pike hold, one time, 15 to 30 second hold, and then a dumbbell clean for 3 to 5. And then you do that 3 to 5 rounds. Pause the video, take those down, get yourself fired up, get those legs ready to go, because we're gonna move into that dumbbell workout and have some fun with the 10 down to 1, all right? So in this workout, we have a 10 down to 1, so it goes 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all right? I'll have a couple other options for you guys to play with, but what we have is a deadlift and a dumbbell clean to use with the dumbbell. So we already talked about both of those movements. The only kicker would be, how do we take them down if we only have one dumbbell? If we have 2, straightforward, we just rock 2 dumbbells. If we have a single dumbbell, a couple things you can do. With the deadlift, you can work on 10 per side. All right, so we'll say that was 10, and then we go through 10 per side, or we can work half reps. So depending on how heavy that dumbbell is, you can work on 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, all right, and then total count of 10, total count of 9, and do that all the way down, okay? So you have a choice of double the reps for the deadlift, or just half the work per side. Either way is gonna be a good work set. It just depends on how much volume you want in today's workout. After that, we have our push-up, all right? So our push-up, again, a couple different options, all right? From the floor, I get myself set up, tight through the ribs and hips, press through the shoulders. I lower forward and down, touching my chest to the floor, all the way up. Nice and tight, all the way up. If I don't have the press from my toes, I can lower, stay tight, press, and press. Lower, press, and press. Maintaining that good plank the entire time. If I don't have that one, I can lower my knees, set my good hollow, and work on that forward and down. We want to make sure that in the knee push-up, when we get to the bottom, that elbow stays stacked over top of the wrist so that we're not changing the movement, because we want that push strength to transition and transfer over to that next phase of push-ups, all right? If we change our position, it's not going to do that. So we have to really focus on that forward and down, turning ourselves into that little tripod position to the chin and the hands. So we have a couple options for the push-up. Again, too, if you're doing push-ups, you can do them at home off an ottoman, a chair, a countertop table, whatever you've been rocking them, have some fun with them and play. After that, we have the dumbbell clean. And with that, since it's a squat clean, regardless of doing single dumbbell, what I would do is alternate those cleans. So we come through, full squat, other hand, full squat, come back down, and then just do that for the total count of reps. Don't worry about doubling the cleans. If you double the deadlifts, again, just do alternating squat cleans, because that will be plenty of volume for you, all right? So the only thing in this work set you're gonna double if you're going to is gonna be the deadlift, and that will just be 10 per side, 9 per side, all the way down the list. Always do the dumbbell clean if you have a single dumbbell, alternating total count, all right? It's a lot squat, okay? Have fun with this workout, you guys. It's a cool work set, 10 down to 1. It catches up to you pretty quick on those push-ups and those squats, so just heads up for that a little bit, but have fun with it. It's gonna be a blast. Looking forward to hearing about it. Happy weekend, you guys. Enjoy. If I do not hear from you on Saturday, I hope you have a safe and happy weekend, but until then, we'll come at you again tomorrow for some more workout fun. Have a good one, you guys. Talk to you soon.